Hi guys, today we'll be discussing happiness and productivity in the workplace. We are Group 1 by Janet, Jacqueline, Ashley, Brandon, Sean, and Ellie. In today's presentation, we will be discussing consequences, different strategies, benefits, possible negatives, the company Google, and well-being outside of the workplace. Our position. Happiness and well-being is a huge key to the success of a company, as well as a key element to overall health in an employee's personal life. Companies, people, and the economy may achieve the highest level of productivity so long as there is an establishment of a healthy environment in the workplace. For our methodology, we used a couple of different sources such as articles, published books, surveys, and interviews.
This section covers the possible consequences of not keeping a happy workforce. Statistically, a person spends about 90,000 hours of work over their lifetime, which is a great deal of time to be spending on the clock. Companies should be able to understand that their employees matter. Companies thrive through the production of their employees, as well as build a positive reputation when they provide all of the necessary resources that employees need to be happy. Things such as health insurance, dental insurance, mental health resources, and possibly even exercise equipment available for use at a certain facility. Without productive employees, a company will most likely develop a bad reputation that could result in the decline of the company. This is a given. Again, companies thrive through their employees. Basically, they are the foundation of a company. Try to think of Buffalo Wild Wings. They have a bad reputation of terrible service because their employees just always seem like they're not having the greatest time being at work. Presently, many companies overlook the importance of psychology in the workplace. They care more about big data and omnipresent analytics and don't put much effort into understanding the importance of psychology in the workplace. Unhappiness in the workplace can have a negative impact toward a company, as well as the economy. A survey conducted between 2014 and 2015 provided data that the U.S. economy loses about $450 to $550 billion each year because of the lagging productivity levels of unproductive employees. Many companies focus on the declining results of productivity and efficiency, as well as the declining sales and profits. However, they fail to first focus on the source, a lack of connected, driven, engaged, and happy employees who want to give you more than you could ever ask of them. It is important to remember that there can be so much going on in an employee's life that does not pertain to their job. Many of them are other important responsibilities. An example would be us, college students, especially if we're full-time college students. It's hard to keep up with a full-time job or even a part-time job when we are getting all kinds of work stacked on us by our classes. Having a negative atmosphere in the workplace can result in very negative consequences toward an employee's life outside of the workplace, and these things can include fatal consequences. Examples of these consequences could include employee mental health deterioration, depression, suicidal thoughts, or even committing suicide. A company should not want to be known to possess a reputation of creating a sense of a depressing atmosphere. It is essential that they take action to prevent depression or hardship toward their employees, and additionally, help eliminate the chance for ill health outside of the workplace. Again, employers providing the resources necessary and mentioned in the previous slides can help to prevent these consequences from happening outside of the workplace.
So now we're going to talk about the different strategies that managers can use to achieve a happier workforce. We basically split the strategies up into two different segments. The first one being physically stimulating ones, which affect the physical environment, and they're also more tangible, versus mentally stimulating ones, which engage the mental and social state of employees. So starting with physically stimulating strategies, our first point is safety in the workplace. A human being's safety is one of the most important aspects of happiness and health. According to Abraham Maslow, who was an American psychologist, he proposed a popular theory in 1943 known as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The theory explains that people intrinsically behave in reaction to 5 levels of motivational factors, the first one being physiological needs, then safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization needs. As people satisfy the first level, their behavior then starts to become motivated by the next level up. And as you can see here, the second level is safety and security, showing that it is fundamentally important to people. There are three main safety concerns in the workplace. The first one being workplace constructional safety. The second is work processes and regulations. And the third one is dealing with bullying, harassment, and sexual assault. So starting with the first main safety concern, no one wants to go to work and worry about whether or not the building is going to collapse on itself. Companies create work environments that abide by construction laws. They make sure electrical wiring is safe, as well as prevent any hazardous chemicals or toxins to affect the employees. Some of the ways to address the second main safety concern, which is work regulations and processes, would be to require the use of non-slip shoes or to just put a cap on the number of hours that an employee can work. For the third main safety concern, regulations on bullying, sexual harassment, and mental abuse, it's really important for a company to make their policy as strict, clear, and precise as possible to prevent any misunderstandings or misinterpretation. It's also really important that managers take appropriate action against offenders. This is really important because it establishes a sense of safety and trust in the company. So our last physically stimulating strategy are employee benefits. The examples we have here are health promotion programs, health insurance coverage, fitness classes or gym memberships, stress management classes, or wellness programs. Not only are these examples great benefits for employees, but they're also a really good opportunity for people to improve their overall health and well-being. Yay! Moving on to mentally stimulating strategies, our first method is adhering to the social aspects of the workplace. Establishing an environment that fosters respect, support, and fairness is a very important step in creating a healthy workplace. Some of the ways that this can be done include encouraging respectful relationships with and among employees, developing written or oral policies on respect, implementing sensitivity or diversity training, and also just practicing overall fairness in all aspects of the workplace. Another method is to create opportunities for employees to improve the quality of their relationships with each other. Ways to do this could be to plan team bonding exercises, activities, and socials that will give employees more chances to get to know each other better. As the employees grow closer, their job involvement and support for each other tend to grow, and this reaction usually leads to a happier workforce, which can potentially lead to more productivity and cooperation. Next on our mental methods list is transformational leadership. One of the company's best assets is its workforce, but employees will find difficulty reaching their maximum potential without the presence of transformational leadership. Transformational leadership aims to influence, motivate, stimulate, and treat employees as uniquely skilled and talented individuals. Some effective examples of transformational leadership methods include functioning as role models with appropriate behavior, promoting independent thinking, and valuing employee ideas from all ranks. Some of the benefits seen in employees from transformational leadership can include greater positivity in the workplace, higher levels of job satisfaction, as well as increased levels of self-worth. Employee involvement, recognition, and motivation are all huge factors that can play a part in an employee's happiness and productivity in the workplace. Involvement deals with creating opportunities for employees to participate in decision-making, job autonomy, and empowerment. Recognition deals with recognizing employees and their contributions to the workplace. And motivation includes methods that stimulate the internal drive of employees to put forth effort and action toward work-related activities. Some of the methods for involvement include open door policies, inquiring for employee feedback, effective and clear communication, and opportunities for employee ownership. Methods for recognition include monetary methods, including bonuses and pay raises, as well as award ceremonies or written and verbal praise. Methods for motivation include opportunities for growth and development, providing resources for employees to improve their skills, and job advancement opportunities.
Okay, guys, we are going to be talking about the benefits of a happy workforce. Everyone knows that a company's best assets are the workers that put in the time, sweat, and dedication to getting things accomplished. Therefore, there are numerous benefits for a business to keep employees happy. First of all, a workforce that is happy in their jobs are willing to work more efficiently when they feel appreciated and respected. This boosts productivity within workers. According to the article Happiness and Productivity in the Workplace, a role of transformational leadership, people are significantly more productive when they are happy and fulfilled in their jobs. This means that individuals are willing to work more efficiently when they are appreciated, thus, they achieve more goals and work harder for companies. Another benefit of a happy workforce is that it encourages individuals to collaborate amongst each other, encourages free thinking, and motivates workers to work together to come up with fast and effective solutions to problems. Martin Lee, the author of Workplace Wellness, The Key to Productivity, claims that the top 5 reasons to incorporate wellness into the workplace is to enhance happiness in the workplace and make people more productive. Moreover, collaboration opens workers to new ideas and points of views, helping each other reach individuals as well as group goals together. Martin claims that a clear mind, gratitude exercise, and collaboration will lead to a healthier workplace, which in turn will boost productivity in the long run. Finally, workers that are pleased with their jobs are more invested in the company. Many companies are changing the way they operate to make employees feel pride in their work, in themselves, and in the company. Carlson Inc. is applying the 5 P's: principle, people, pride, product, and profit. They develop policies around personal responsibilities and freedom. They claim that by doing so, they were able to make their workers more interested in their jobs, more motivated, and was able to get them to work twice as hard by including their interests in the company.
Hello, my name is Ashley Saavedra, and I'm going to be talking about a real life company that goes through great efforts to promote positivity and wellness. One way to improve happiness and productivity in the workforce is through healthcare and benefit packages. Applicants are more inclined to accept a job that offers healthcare versus a company that does not. Having a job that offers healthcare and benefits puts an individual at ease because they're insured along with their spouse and children. Google is a leading example of a company that goes through great efforts to promote happiness and productivity in the workplace. Google is a technology company and is known as an organization that strives to improve health, well-being, and morale of their employees. What differs Google from other companies is their rigorous healthcare package. Google offers on-site physicals and nurses through their healthcare coverage to ensure that their workers are healthy and content. In terms of maternity leave, mothers are given 22 weeks off of work. Fathers are given 18 weeks off if they are the primary caregiver. After the maternity and paternity leave is over, Google tries its best to work out daycare schedule options with the new parents and offers 4 child care centers on their campuses. Though having a baby is a happy concern to have with being an employee, Google also takes care of you even after you are deceased. When a Google worker passes away, their spouse will be given a check for 50% of the employee's salary for the next 10 years. Google also grants children of the deceased employees $1,000 every month until they are 19 years old. Google is a company that makes it a priority to minimize these worries so that their workers can focus on their productivity at work. Employees at Google are encouraged to spend 20% of their time pursuing innovative ideas about which they are passionate about. Companies are investing in the happiness of their employees for efficient productivity in the workplace. Google employees enjoy the perks of free food, free lecture classes, free cooking classes, free gymnasiums, and massage therapists to engage happiness in the work environment. Employees at Google report high levels of job satisfaction, are very well compensated, and work on meaningful projects in a supportive environment. These perks are designed to promote happiness but also persuade employees to stay for longer hours in the office. If a company provides food, entertainment, and a positive environment throughout an employee's work schedule, they are more reluctant to leave their office and rush home. Companies like Google have invested more in employee support, and employee satisfaction has risen as a result. For Google, it rose by 37%. As a result, if an organization treats their employees well, the payoff will result in employees working harder, be more efficient, and strive more for a company that cares for them.
Possible negatives of a happy workforce. Having a boss that is not intimidating and who understands employees' needs and wants is ideal. However, a leader that allows their employees to be too comfortable end up losing their realistic power. While a leader should not make their employees feel like they are below them and treat them unfairly, they should also make sure they do not do this, causing employees to take advantage of them. Feeling equal with your employer would obviously create a happy workplace, but too much freedom and comfortability can have a negative outcome. A boss should still act and be seen as a boss. Having flexibility in the workplace allows employees to work when it's best for their schedule. While this sounds great for an employee, this can result in negative effect on the employee and company in the long run. In a flexible workplace, employees may feel more motivated to get their work done, considering they are choosing the time to do it. This results in higher productivity, but this can also result in employees working longer hours than before due to the amount of work they put off. This results in long hours for the employee and higher costs and wage for the company. Overall, having a flexible workplace may be positive in the short run, but will have negative effects in the long run. Working with people that you enjoy and can relate to is good. When it comes to working in teams, having other members that you like can result in a more positive team experience. However, this can also result in the decrease of productivity. Once two employees create a relationship, they start to forget the idea that they are still colleagues. This can cause these employees to treat each other differently than they treat the other employees, and therefore cause distractions or unfairness in the workplace. Overall, having friendships in the workplace is good and creates a positive space, but on-the-job relationships should not be a distraction or get in the way of productivity. We conducted a survey that consisted of 9 questions to see how people felt in their work environment. We had a total of 82 different people that took the survey. The first question we asked was, do you like your job? 75% of people that took the survey said they did like their job, and the other 25% said they did not. The second question was, do you feel comfortable with your coworkers? Around 90% said yes, and the other 10% said no. The third question was, do you feel supported by your supervisors? 62% said they did feel supported by their supervisors, and the other 38% said they did not. The fourth question we asked was, do you feel comfortable voicing your ideas at work? 74% of people that took the survey said yes, and the other 26% said they did not. The fifth question we asked was, does your job promote a healthy, happy atmosphere culture? 69% of people that took the survey said yes, their job did, and the other 31% said they did not. The sixth question was, do you feel safe at work? 88% of people said yes, and the other 12% said no. The seventh question was, does your job offer health benefits? 67% of people said yes, and 33% of people said no. The eighth question was, my mental health affects my productivity at work. 66% responded with yes, and 34% responded with no. The ninth and final question we asked was, does being in a good mood increase your motivation at work? 99% of people that took the survey said that their mood did increase their motivation at work, and the other 1% said no.
In our interviews, we asked 5 managers about their health and how they manage their staff in different types of work environments. We asked, how would you rate your health status? Some of them said they rated their health to be decent but not to their full potential due to their busy work schedule. One manager said they make their health a priority because working out helps stimulate their mind. We asked, in your experience, what has helped increase your employees' productivity in the workplace? The responses were group and individual recognition, positive reinforcement, and setting realistic goals, encouraging staff with monetary value, and promotion. We also asked, do you give opportunities to your employees to voice their opinions or ideas? The responses included daily, weekly, and monthly one-on-one phone calls, encourages feedback, providing communication logs, weekly meetings to regroup, and always listening to staff feedback. We also asked, what strategies have you done in order to motivate your team? They responded with quarterly meetings, quarterly employee appreciation seminars, quarterly team building seminars, recommendation for promotion, monthly incentives, and free gym memberships along with other incentives.
All right, we're just going to wrap up this presentation by taking everything that we learned and running it right back. So, the conclusion, the purpose of this paper was to prove the position on how happiness and well being in the workplace is the key to the success of a company. The position is firstly proven by giving possible consequences of companies not providing the resources or effort to keep the workplace a positive and happy environment. These consequences can affect both the workplace as well as outside of the workplace. Different strategies that companies can take were also provided so that companies may maintain a healthy and happy workplace. These strategies include physically stimulating methods, safety at the physical workplace, and regulations a company can have on work processes, regulations on mental abuse, such as bullying, discrimination, and sexual harassment, the aesthetics and design of the physical workplace and equipment, employee benefits, methods that can mentally stimulate employees, and the importance of social aspects in the workplace. It could also include transformational leadership, as well as the importance for companies to include employee involvement, recognition, and motivation. These strategies lead into the benefits a company can receive, so long as they practice or enforce these strategies. So basically, all of the strategies listed in the previous slide provide the necessary evidence that maintaining happiness is indeed beneficial to the well being and success of a company. Possible negatives were also provided that may exist toward attempting to maintain a positive workplace. Negatives such as the comfortability of management or employees, which may cause unproductivity due to the feeling that employees can do as they please since there will be no harsh discipline. Although there are already many more positive outcomes than negative outcomes, a real life example, Google LLC, was used to further support our statements. Google's efforts were explained to show how the company helps employees stay healthy in the workplace, such as their healthcare package, um, and as well as Google genuinely caring for their employees and definitely providing many of the strategies listed earlier in this paper to keep them happy. Evidence was also provided that employees having a healthy workplace may also greatly keep them happy outside of the workplace. Employees can be less stressed to go to work and may also stay focused on other important matters in their lives that do not involve work. Lastly, a survey was conducted, as well as manager interviews to gather data and real life responses to help us prove our position. Most of the data gathered from the survey leaned more toward the importance and desire of having a healthy workplace, as each question had more than 60% of responses being the positive response rather than the negative response. In manager interviews, most managers responded with positive ideas on how they interact with employees. These managers know the importance of what it means to keep them and their workers productive by working together, communicating, and keep one another happy.